My beloved child, listen carefully. A silent alert just echoed through a system you never see, and your name was the one that paused everything. Somewhere behind polished desks and glowing screens, an executive stopped scrolling, opened a file, and leaned closer. This wasn't random. This wasn't routine. Don't skip, because what began as a normal day quietly turned into a moment that points directly to you. You felt it before you knew it, an unusual pause, a delay, a glance that lasted too long. The reason your file was opened isn't what most people think. It wasn't a mistake, and it wasn't curiosity. It was a pattern. A signal. A detail that didn't fit the ordinary flow. Stay till the end, because the truth is layered, and each layer pulls you closer to a once-in-a-lifetime reveal. Here's what makes this different: executives don't stop for noise, they stop for meaning. A sequence lined up. Timing matched. Numbers told a story without speaking. And when that story surfaced, it pointed to a decision that could shift outcomes. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, and it's tied to how closely you pay attention right now. As the file opened, another screen followed, then another. Not to accuse, never that, but to understand. Why now? Why you? Why this precise moment? The system flagged alignment, not error. Opportunity, not loss. Stay till the end, because the reason will challenge what you believed about how doors actually open. What most people miss is this: the biggest changes arrive quietly, disguised as review. An executive doesn't open a file unless there's potential to act. And action means momentum. Don't skip, because the next piece explains why this review could become a turning point you didn't plan for, but were prepared to receive. If you're still here, it's because this message is meant to reach you. Attention is currency, and right now, it's focused. The reason your file stands out is connected to consistency, timing, and a move you made when no one was watching. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and it's closer than it appears. So breathe, stay present, and keep listening. This isn't the end of the story, it's the threshold. What comes next explains why this alert matters, why the executive paused, and why this moment can't be ignored. Don't skip, because the real reason is about to unfold. A quiet realization settled in the room the moment the review continued. This wasn't about a single detail, it was about how everything connected. One action led to another, and suddenly your file wasn't just open, it was being studied. Don't skip, because when attention deepens like this, it usually means a door is being measured before it opens. What made the executive slow down was not size, not volume, but direction. A trajectory appeared where none was expected. Patterns aligned in a way that suggested growth ahead, not behind. Stay till the end, because this shift explains why timing matters more than chance right now. Behind the scenes, quiet notes were made, not to question, but to prepare. Preparation always comes before movement. And movement always follows clarity. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, and it's tied to what happens when preparation meets the right moment. This is the point where most people would never know anything changed. But you're hearing it because awareness changes outcomes. If this is resonating, pause for a second, share this with someone who needs clarity, leave a comment so this message reaches further, and subscribe to stay connected to what unfolds next. As the review progressed, a conclusion began to form, subtle, but strong. It wasn't about what you had, but what you could become with the right alignment. Stay till the end, because this is where possibility quietly turns into intention. The executive didn't rush. Important decisions are never rushed. They are allowed to breathe, to settle, to reveal their weight. Don't skip, because the patience you're seeing mirrors the patience that brought you to this exact moment. And here's what matters most: once a file is opened like this, it is rarely closed the same way again. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part reveals why this attention may turn into action sooner than you expect. Stay with it. A deeper layer revealed itself as the review continued, and the atmosphere subtly changed. This was no longer about observation, it was about recognition. The file carried a signal that stood apart, and that signal demanded a second look. Don't skip, because moments like this don't repeat often. What caught attention next was consistency under pressure. Not everyone holds steady when variables shift, but this record showed balance where others break. Stay till the end, because this is the kind of detail that transforms curiosity into confidence. Silence filled the space as comparisons appeared, not to compete, but to understand value. And in that quiet, one truth became clearer: your profile didn't blend in. It anchored the screen. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, and it's built on how unmistakably this stood out. At this stage, questions changed shape. They were no longer asking, why, but, what's next? That shift is rare, and it only happens when potential becomes undeniable. Stay till the end, because what follows explains why momentum is beginning to tilt in your favor. A subtle approval formed, not official, not final, but real. It's the kind that sets plans in motion long before announcements exist. Don't skip. Because understanding this phase explains why outcomes often seem sudden from the outside. If you're feeling a pull to stay, it's because this message aligns with what's unfolding. Attention has weight, and right now, that weight is leaning forward. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and it's approaching quietly. The file remained open, not out of doubt, but out of possibility. And when possibility lingers, it means the story is still being written. Don't skip. Because the next part reveals why this pause could become a powerful turning point. A decisive calm entered the process as the review reached its most important phase. This is where outcomes begin to take shape quietly, without noise. The file wasn't just open anymore, it was positioned. Don't skip, because positioning is what separates ordinary moments from defining ones. The executive noticed something most never see: readiness. Not rushed, not forced, ready. That readiness doesn't appear overnight, it forms when effort meets timing. Stay till the end, because this explains why the reason behind this alert is closer to opportunity than anyone expects. Another layer aligned, and with it came clarity. Clarity always precedes movement. The questions were answered without words, and the path forward looked cleaner than before. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, and it's built on clarity that removes hesitation. If this message is holding your attention, it's doing what it's meant to do. Share this with someone who needs reassurance right now, leave a comment so this momentum continues, and subscribe to stay connected as the story unfolds further. What followed wasn't a final stamp, but a signal, subtle, meaningful, and powerful. Signals guide decisions before decisions are visible. Stay till the end, because understanding signals helps you recognize change before it arrives. The file remained active, not because of uncertainty, but because the next step requires intention. Intention turns review into response. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, and it's tied to intention meeting action. As this phase settles, one truth stands firm: moments like this don't announce themselves loudly. They reveal themselves to those who stay. Stay till the end, because what comes next explains why this alert matters more than it first appeared. A subtle shift marked the next phase, almost invisible unless you knew what to look for. This is where quiet reviews become meaningful decisions. The file didn't move forward by chance, it moved because everything was aligned. Don't skip, because alignment is the reason this moment exists. What stood out now was trust built over time. Trust doesn't ask for attention, it earns it. And when trust appears on a screen like this, it changes how the future is considered. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's connected to trust finally being recognized. The atmosphere wasn't tense, it was focused. Focus only appears when the path feels right. One step was weighed against the long view, and the long view carried promise. Don't skip, because this is where short moments turn into lasting impact. A quiet acknowledgement followed, not spoken aloud but clearly understood. This is the point where preparation meets permission. Stay till the end. Because this permission explains why movement can happen without warning. Nothing was rushed, yet nothing was delayed. That balance is rare, and it signals confidence. Confidence creates momentum long before results are visible. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, and it's forming in this exact balance. If you're still listening, it's because this message mirrors what's unfolding in your own timing. Attention has settled, and with it, expectation. Stay till the end. Because understanding this phase prepares you for what's coming next. The file stayed active, not as a question, but as a direction. Direction always leads somewhere. Don't skip, because the next part reveals where this direction may lead, and why it matters now more than ever. A quiet confirmation followed, the kind that doesn't need approval stamps to be real. This is where possibility shifts into expectation. The file carried weight now, not because of what it contained, but because of what it pointed toward. Don't skip, because expectation changes how decisions are made. The executive reviewed the timeline again, and this time, everything fit. No gaps. No hesitation. When timelines align, action becomes natural. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and it's tied to timing finally working in your favor. Attention narrowed, not to limit, but to refine. Refinement means the path is being prepared, step by step. Don't skip, because refined focus is what turns potential into progress. A silent green light emerged, not public, not announced, but felt. These are the signals that move outcomes forward quietly. Stay till the end, because recognizing these moments helps you understand why change can arrive without warning. Nothing needed to be added. Nothing needed to be removed. That completeness is rare, and it creates confidence. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, and it's forming from this sense of completion. If this feels calm yet powerful, that's because certainty has replaced doubt. Certainty doesn't rush, it advances. Stay till the end, because this calm strength explains why the next step will feel effortless. The file remained open for one final reason: transition. Transition is where stories turn. Don't skip, because the final part reveals what this transition truly means for you. A final stillness settled as the process reached its edge, the kind of stillness that appears right before momentum takes over. This wasn't hesitation, it was recognition of a moment that matters. Don't skip, because this pause carries more meaning than noise ever could. The executive understood that outcomes don't announce themselves, they reveal themselves to those paying attention. The file no longer needed review, it needed respect. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's rooted in being seen at the right time. What followed wasn't dramatic, yet it was powerful. A quiet acceptance that the path ahead was clear enough to move forward. Don't skip, because clarity like this doesn't come often, and when it does, it changes direction. Everything up to this point had been preparation. Preparation doesn't demand applause, it demands patience. Stay till the end, because patience is about to be rewarded in a way few expect. The energy shifted from watching to readiness. Readiness is the signal that motion is inevitable. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, and it's closer now than ever before. If you've stayed this far, it's because this message aligns with a turning point. Turning points feel quiet before they feel real. Stay till the end, because understanding this helps you recognize opportunity when it arrives softly. The file was no longer just open, it was complete. And completion doesn't mean ending. It means beginning. Don't skip, because this beginning carries the reason everything led to this moment. A gentle release followed completion, the kind that happens when everything necessary is already in place. Nothing needed to be forced anymore. The moment had matured on its own. Don't skip, because release is what allows movement to finally begin. What once required review now required trust. Trust is given only when uncertainty fades. And here, uncertainty quietly stepped aside. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and it's built on trust replacing doubt. The focus shifted from the past record to the future path. Not what was done, but what could now unfold. That shift is powerful because it opens space. Don't skip, because space is where growth chooses to enter. A calm assurance filled the process, steady and unmistakable. Assurance doesn't shout, it settles in. Stay till the end, because this calm is the foundation of what's coming next. Nothing felt rushed, yet everything felt ready. Readiness is a rare balance, and when it appears, it signals alignment. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, and it's emerging from this perfect balance. If this feels like a quiet turning, it's because real change often arrives without noise. Stay till the end, because understanding this moment helps you recognize why timing matters more than speed. The path ahead stood clear, not dramatic, but certain. Certainty doesn't promise. It allows. Don't skip, because what's allowed now is the reason this entire journey mattered. A soft forward motion began, almost unnoticed, yet impossible to reverse. This is how real progress starts, without announcement, without pressure. Don't skip, because once movement begins like this, outcomes follow naturally. The attention that once observed now began to support. Support changes everything. It turns possibility into structure and intention into steps. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's supported more than you realize. The focus narrowed to execution, not urgency. Execution means trust has already been earned. Don't skip, because this is the stage where ideas become reality. A steady confidence guided each next consideration. Confidence doesn't ask for permission, it proceeds with clarity. Stay till the end, because this clarity explains why the process feels smooth now. Nothing was questioned anymore, everything was confirmed. Confirmation is the quiet signal that the path is correct. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, and it's unfolding exactly as it should. If you're still here, it's because this calm momentum resonates. Calm doesn't mean small, it means certain. Stay till the end, because certainty carries power without noise. The file remained present, not for review, but for reference. Reference means the journey has advanced. Don't skip, because the final understanding is drawing closer than ever. A measured confidence carried everything forward, steady and undeniable. This is the stage where movement feels natural, almost expected. Nothing needed approval anymore, it needed continuation. Don't skip, because continuation is where results quietly take shape. What once required attention now commanded belief. Belief shifts the energy of every next step. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and it's powered by belief turning into action. The process no longer looked complex. It looked inevitable. Inevitable doesn't mean rushed, it means aligned beyond doubt. Don't skip, because this alignment explains why resistance disappeared. A calm authority settled over the direction ahead. Authority isn't loud, it's certain. Stay till the end, because this certainty is what moves outcomes without struggle. Each element now worked together seamlessly, like pieces that had always belonged. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, and it's built on everything finally fitting. If this moment feels steady rather than dramatic, that's because true progress feels secure. Stay till the end, because security creates lasting change. The file stood as proof of transition completed and momentum established. Don't skip, because what comes next exists only because this moment held firm. A quiet assurance wrapped around the outcome as everything settled into place. This is where progress becomes grounded, not temporary. Nothing needed adjustment anymore. Don't skip, because stability is the signal that something real has formed. What followed wasn't excitement, it was confidence. Confidence lasts longer than excitement ever could. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and it's built on what can endure. The direction ahead no longer shifted, it held steady. When direction stabilizes, results follow without friction. Don't skip, because this steadiness explains why the path feels clear now. Every prior step revealed its purpose in hindsight. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was random. Stay till the end, because understanding this brings peace before progress. A calm commitment replaced anticipation. Commitment moves forward even when no one is watching. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, and it's carried by this commitment. If you're still here, it's because this message mirrors a deeper truth: lasting change arrives quietly. Stay till the end. Because quiet strength is what lasts. The file rested not as an open question, but as a completed foundation. Don't skip, because foundations exist to support what rises next. A gentle certainty sealed the moment, the kind that doesn't fade with time. This wasn't an ending, it was assurance that the path ahead was secured. Don't skip, because certainty like this changes how the future unfolds. What once needed validation now stood on its own. Independence is a powerful signal. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's supported by strength that no longer depends on approval. The focus shifted from process to purpose. Purpose gives meaning to every step taken before. Don't skip, because this meaning explains why everything aligned when it did. Nothing felt heavy anymore, it felt intentional. Intention brings ease without losing direction. Stay till the end, because this ease is the sign of true alignment. Each decision now carried quiet confidence. Confidence doesn't hesitate, it continues. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, and it's moving with this confidence. If this moment feels peaceful, it's because stability has replaced uncertainty. Stay till the end, because peace is often the doorway to growth. The file stood complete, not to be revisited, but to be built upon. Don't skip, because what rises next depends on what has now been secured. A final understanding settled in, clear and unwavering. This was the moment everything pointed toward without ever announcing itself. The alert, the review, the attention, it all led here. Don't skip, because this is where meaning becomes reality. What was opened was never just a file, it was a doorway. A doorway created by timing, consistency, and quiet preparation. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you, and it's the result of every unseen step aligning at once. The reason behind the alert now stands revealed: readiness met recognition. Not luck. Not chance. Recognition. Don't skip, because understanding this shifts how you see your own path forward. Nothing needs to be chased from here. What is meant to move will move toward you. Stay till the end, because this truth changes how you carry yourself after this moment. The calm you feel is not emptiness, it's confirmation. Confirmation that the ground beneath you is firm. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you, and it's supported by this firm ground. If you stayed through every moment, it's because this message was meant to reach you. Stay till the end, because this ending is also a beginning. The file was opened so the future could begin moving. And now it has.